How did Belarus gain its independence? Have you ever wondered how Belarus transitioned from being part of the Soviet Union to becoming an independent nation? The story begins in the late 1980s, when the Soviet Union was undergoing significant changes. Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev introduced reforms aimed at increasing political openness. This period saw a rise in national movements across various Soviet republics, including Belarus. Initially, the communist leadership in Belarus was cautious compared to other regions. However, as the central authority weakened, the Supreme Soviet of the Belarusian Soviet Socialist Republic took a bold step. On July 27, 1990, they adopted the Declaration of State Sovereignty. This declaration asserted Belarus's right to manage its own affairs while still being part of the Soviet Union. The turning point came in August 1991, when a failed coup attempt against Gorbachev shook the Soviet Union. Following this event, on August 25, 1991, the Belarusian parliament elevated the Declaration of State Sovereignty to constitutional law. This effectively proclaimed Belarus's independence. Just a few weeks later, on September 19, 1991, the country was officially renamed the Republic of Belarus. The final step in this journey occurred on December 8, 1991. Leaders from Belarus, Russia, and Ukraine met to announce the dissolution of the Soviet Union. They also established the Commonwealth of Independent States, an organization for former Soviet republics to manage their new relationships. Interestingly, the independence process in Belarus was not driven by a mass revolutionary movement against communism. Instead, it was characterized by a gradual shift. The existing communist leadership in Belarus retained control during this transition. The move toward independence was more about the collapse of Central Soviet authority and local elites wanting to secure their positions. The Communist Party in Belarus adapted to this new reality. They supported the Declaration of Sovereignty and later independence while still maintaining influence over the political process. This transition led to the adoption of a new constitution in 1994, the introduction of a presidential system, and the first presidential elections. These elections brought Aleksandr Lukashenko to power, marking a new chapter in Belarus's political landscape. In summary, Belarus gained its independence as a result of the Soviet Union's collapse. The communist leadership played a central role in managing this transition, preserving elements of the old system within the new state structure. The process was marked by continuity rather than radical change, reflecting the cautious approach of Belarusian communists during a time of upheaval.